Right to the air. Here's Murray.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now running left off the option. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Cards, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rosen off the play action. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rosen to throw. Smith catches left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jeff Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray.
It completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The Cardinals hit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood Marquise Brown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cards have cut it back within a score.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. 4th down. Here's Rosen. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and the Rams are going to get a 1st down. Here's Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Swim.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Big Ace open. Big Ace open.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Cannon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Murray to air it out again. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it?
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, it's Rosen. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Rosen. This is Smith with a grab.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Play fake. Murray fighting through pressure. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead. This is Cannon. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run again with Cannon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive. Front on reps like those, they were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, 43 yards. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Rosen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray. That'll be caught by Anderson. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Goes right back to Smith again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rosen on 1st and 10. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. After the interception, here's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll send a receiver in motion left. One final shot here for Rosen. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cards, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles.